Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, first of all, let's thanks to Allah the Almighty who has been given me the opportunity to provide the speech. And then secondly, let's give our salawat to Prophet Muhammad SAW who has been guiding us from the darkness to the lightness. And thirdly, I would like to say thank you so much for providing me an opportunity to provide a speech about world Englishes. So, this is very important and a very novel concept actually in English language teaching. What is actually World English? So basically, World English is a concept stating that nowadays there is no such thing as standard English. There is no such thing as good and bad English, because the fact that English has been spoken in the world, there are so many kinds, so many varieties of English, and these varieties of English is considered as a part of English. So for example, we met someone who come from Caribbean, for example, and they are speaking English with their Caribbean style. We cannot judge that, hey, your English is bad because they are not speaking the standard English from the United States or the United Kingdom. We cannot do that anymore. And why understanding the concept of world English is important? Because, well, I believe that some of you guys will going to teach abroad, and when you are going to teach in countries where English is the second or the foreign language, you are going to see that the students are most likely speaking in a non-standard dialect, not in either US or not in UK format. Now, when this happens, the first thing that you need to do is you are not allowed to judge the students as people who are not capable of speaking English only because of their accent. That is actually a very bad idea. Because again and again, since they are kind of assimilating English with their own culture, with their own accents, then they cannot be considered as bad English anymore. So what is actually the things that you should do when you are teaching in English in abroad? Well, the first thing that you need to do is that you need to understand the local dialects that are used in there. The dialects used in Caribbean territories are different with the dialects used in India. The dialects used in Middle East is going to be different with the dialects that is used in Eastern Europe, and you have to understand the differences of of those characteristics. Second, you must understand that these characteristics are not likeness. Remember, again and again, World English is a concept that's saying that there is no such thing as bad English. So please do not ever judge the accents or dialects they're saying as a bad English. Okay, that's the second. The third is that you have to try to find a way to teach English according to the dialects where they have been habituated. And when teaching English, please do not focus on changing their dialects or try to making their dialects sound natural English. No, you must focus on the essentials like grammar, vocabulary, and so on and so forth. And then last thing that you need to pay attention when you are teaching English in foreign countries is that you must also understand the culture that exists in there. Again and again, World English is a concept which kinds of assimilating English with its local cultural characteristic. It means that if you really want to ensure that children understand English well, with their own accent, with their own dialect, you need to understand the culture that exists in there. Because if you don't, you might find it difficult for you to assimilate the English with their local culture. So basically that's what I can say about World English. And again and again, guys, I want to remind you all, like any one of you who are going to teach abroad, please do not judge students who do not speak a British or American English as bad students. Okay, never do that. Let students be what they want. Let students be what they want to be. Let students speak English with their own style. And trust me, they will perform English really, really good. I think that's all I can say. Thank you for the time, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.